So it's 16:50 hours. We arrived in this wild beach and a place called Crivit, which means, you know, on the edge of the sea or something of that ilk. And it's very wild insofar as a lot of wash up here. I had a quick recce on the beach a bit earlier, and this, where the white cap is, I think is about my best spot just to rig up a beach shelter. I mean, it's a manufactured beach shelter. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. You really don't want to be out in this. The best it gets. Only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Hello, get your bloody nose off the lens.
Yeah, it's Saturday 26th. No, it's Monday. I think we'll start that one again.
I'm not sure which one will be the most tasty. They are moving about. Actually, it's not so bad. I recommend them, but next time I'm frying them up. All good stuff. All good stuff. Put it craft in the bucket. So I got my Fiskars shovel, still the labels on, never been used. Winter, summertime, good piece of kit. I just want to level out a little bit here. I'll make sure there's nothing big rocks going to stick in my back. Need this soft sand. Tide obviously hasn't come up this high for a while. The spring tides are over, and hopefully we should not get our feet wet. And obviously rainwater runs down from the gullies into the sea on both sides of me. Not that I'm expecting a monsoon or anything of that ilk. I'm expecting some nice weather and a nice evening. Okay, right, these things are dead easy to deploy for a bit of shelter. Very light, not something that you can really get in a backpack, but dead light and dead easy to carry and very fast. I could use this when I'm shepherding actually for a bit of shelter. It hasn't been used for a couple of years, so I don't know what condition it's in. I have another one, but that one is with fiberglass hoops and probably guy ropes. So that's it, she's deployed. Now how does it work? Okay, we're in that way, so means our feet will be to the sea. So what you got with these is you have these pockets. You could put rocks on them, but you're supposed to fill them with sand, and that weights it down, keeps it in position. So I got a little trowel I brought with me for this purpose, and let's start to get this one deployed and work with it from there. Could always put some rocks on it, I guess, but it's not meant to be staked out with guy ropes. As soon as it's got my weight in it, it won't be going anywhere in a hurry. So that's that one done. Oh, okay. Pull this one out. On the beach, should go into beach mode insofar as lock everything down, bag everything, because it's so easy to lose stuff and not find it again. Okay, two at the back. I don't think there's any in the middle. I don't remember. Let's have a look. There might well be, but I don't think so. Ah, you can stake it out here. Okay, we shouldn't need it, but we'll find something later, some sticks. Have a look, see what we got. Okay, this one. See, already got the flies in. I don't think I got about, yeah, I got about three and a half hours of light, so plenty of time to do what I want to do. But I'd like to sit and have a beer at some stage. That was really one of my big priorities. Okay, can also bury it down a little bit at the back here. Bit of extra security. I found this hat, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Might come in for something. You never know. So, usually in the summer, during the summer should I say, this place is full of wild campers with their camper buses, tents, and yeah, I'm sure they have a good cheap holiday, but they do tend to leave a lot of mess from what I've seen. They don't take their rubbish away with them. It's the way it is. Okay, I don't think she's going anywhere now. So let's get the trowel put away for now. Let's get my gloves here somewhere, one of the size of these. Yeah, well, they were there before. Now I'm not seeing them, but they are here. Okay, there's the gloves. I want to go and get some wood before it gets too late. I mean, I want something to try and dry a little bit, so okay. Let's dump the rucksack and the bag inside. Some weight on it. I'm going to rig up my poncho, or I got some mosquito netting. Definitely needs something on here, otherwise I'm going to be full of mosquitoes. I'll throw my poncho over the top of it. Okay, let's go see if we can find some wood and decide on a place where we should have our fire. As I say, I have a second beach shelter to erect at some stage. Okay, let's go scouring this beach. All sand already. See what we got. I saw a nice stone that I wanted to get. Okay, plenty of bits of wood around. Just have to look for it. Stuff will burn. Just to get some small stuff, get it going. Cane, bamboo. So, east, west, more or less, give or take a degree. So the sun will go down behind me, but I'll have the sun on me in the morning, if I'm still here, if I haven't gone home, and I'm not planning to. Yeah, something, all stuff that's close by, get it in. Seaweed, but okay, burn. All this stuff will burn. wet. It'll dry. Heat to the fire, because I'm in a down run here on the up top. So, okay. Plenty of good stuff. Plenty of good stuff. It's a Thursday, just remembered. 31st of May, last day of May. So it's still not really the tourist season in Bulgaria, which doesn't really get going until about the 1st of July. Short season, but a busy season. A bit better to have got a bag for this small stuff, but okay, it's only just on my doorstep, so to speak, so no big deal. I know there's some bigger stuff out there, because I've already seen it. Can't see the wood for the trees sometimes. Excuse the pun. I want the polythene. Just want the wood. These are bamboo, I'm not sure. No, not bamboo, they're, what are they called again? Palm trees or something. I don't know where they got washed up from. We'll find out later. So, you have it. It's just a shame about the pollution. What to do? The amount of bloody rubbish, plastic, everywhere plastic. There's no need for this, you know. No need at all. Some linoleum. Ah, there's a big piece. Not this one, but that one over there. Might be heavy and wet, but anyway, we'll try to dry it out. Get it out of the tide anyway. Become a bit later in the year, I guess. Be more difficult to find driftwood, because the locals also like their fires. I don't know if there's any bylaws, there's no signs here. The route that I came here a couple of years ago just to look is now blocked off. As people buy land and build nice big posh houses, but I found a way through. Seems to be now the main road to here. That bucket I want. That bucket I want. That bucket I want. Well, it's intact. It's even got a bloody handle on it. How lucky is that? And I want this bit of pipe too. I have an idea to use this for something. Not for peeing in during the night, but you never know. Right. Okay. Good bit of kids. Right. Gonna get a chair. And I'm going to have a beer. And I'm going to sort myself out. And I'll switch the camera over to the chest rig, or either to the tripod, so you can see me and I can see you. Over and out for now. So, here we are, waiting for the sun to go down behind the camera. It's now 1910, getting on 1911, something like that, and having my second can of beer. I'm set up the best that I want to be set up for tonight. It's just for one night. It's nothing fantastic, as long as I don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes. That's the only thing. Fire set up, ready to go. Found a piece of piping there, which I'll get an air draft through. This nice piece of oak on the base. Those stones I use as my platform. I understand that stones can explode, but these are dry, and they have been dry. My Heath Robinson camp over there, it'll do, and my table with my breadstone on it, or my whatever. I have lots of food, but I just really don't feel like cooking anything at the moment, so you know, why do it? I can cook at 2 o'clock in the morning. Loads of wood. It won't take me long to get a fire started. Very easy. So I'm just chilling and enjoying myself, and looking forward to getting into my makeshift camp and having a kip, to be honest. Anyway, it'll be dawn about 5 o'clock, so wake up early, can get something done. So that's all I have for now. If I light the fire a bit later, I'll come back. At the moment it's quiet, there's nobody else here. There were a couple of sunbathers here when I first arrived. They left. I took their spot. It's the best spot to get down to the beach. One guy came over the back there, because it's quite a good stretch of beach here. But he was in the sea. I guess he was looking for mussels. Okay, it's yeah, nearly 20 after hours. The sun is going down behind me. I decided it's time to light a fire. I don't know why. This is Robert's way of lighting a fire. Fire lighters. We'll try one. We have plenty more. I can't be arsed with, you know. It's Bushcraft, and I know you get it going quickly. Always get these things open and never get them closed very quick. We're enough there. Okay. I've pre-prepared most things. No ferro rods, no bloody whatever, just get it going, okay? We'll go. We'll go. Now I have to go run quickly and get my tinder, because this will burn, not a problem. So, I guess this is a piece of ship oak or something of that ilk. It's washed up, it's dry, it's my base. My air is coming through here, it'll go underneath, and this will burn through eventually. This is going to be my platform for cooking on. If I ever get hungry enough. This is some reeds that have washed up and are pretty dry. They'll burn. You see, Lars, Survival Russia. No birch bark here. You have to make do what you got, as you rightly say. Petroleum in that stuff. These not words, eh? These not words. cigarette butts. All collected off the beach, dry, washed up. It should be time to reverse the back a bit, getting warm already. No need for bloody batoning. Just dry. The nylon string smell, but okay. Balsa wood. Reeds. Smell tar. Of course, you get tar. I got tar on my hand here from picking up the driftwood. That's good, but it smells a bit. But it'll burn. It'll burn. Feel the heat from that already. Hot. There's even a crack, you know, it's dry. Like somebody's been cooking on this already. Smells good. This is a bit thorny. I don't want to actually break this without gloves. Let it burn through. Yeah, we're beginning to get a bit warm on the legs. you could say that's a fire going, and it didn't take what, 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, I'll be back later when I got it going higher. Whoa, that's hot. Garten works well. I have a lot of different ones, even silky. This is what I'm using it currently. It works good, works very well. The fire is going. Took a little bit of work, but nothing too serious. Just used my nail pad to give it some oxygen, give it some air, because you know your fire triangle, hopefully. If you don't know your fire triangle, you're not going to get a fire. What do you need? Fuel, oxygen, heat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Without that, you won't get a fire. So this is now a bit damp, this wood I'm putting on, but there's enough heat at the base. There's oxygen coming in from underneath. Yeah, it's smoking, but I want the smoke. It's not blowing in my face, and I can move my chair. It'll keep all the biting things down, even though I've sprayed myself with anti-mosquito. Very expensive spray, actually, like €5 a tin. What to do? Rather than that than get bitten to death. Anyway, we'll come back a little bit later because I need embers. This is not to keep me warm. I mean, I'm still sitting here in a linen t-shirt. This is basically a comfort factor, and if or when I feel hungry, I'll have embers. I will have embers. Maybe I had too many beers, no? No, not enough. I think that's one thing I didn't bring enough of is beers. I'm running out. Anyway, I still have a bottle of wine and I have whiskey, so don't worry. I won't go without my alcohol. Anyway, am I still in sunglasses? Yeah, I am. Ah, now I see. Okay. It was nice to wear them. Anyway, that's where we are. What's the time? 20-30 hours, 8:30. Quite nice and still light. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cook or not tonight. I really don't feel hungry, and I have plenty of stuff I can just eat straight out of a tin, cold. So, and I have cheese and whatever. I have more food than you could shake a stick at, to be honest. I just don't feel hungry. Wow, now I'm noticing how much this is wobbling. I hope that GoPro compensates for it. The wobbly camera. It's not me. It's a wobbly camera. Okay, over and out for now. Good morning. See, my battery's nearly out. Charming. Okay, it's about 7:45, 7:45, 7:45, 7:45 in the morning, Friday morning. I think it's the 1st of June, but I'm not sure. Don't really care. Didn't have a bad night's sleep, actually. A bit chilly. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I was just using a sleeping bag liner. It's like a fleece. So I opened the sleeping bag. It's just a lightweight commercial sleeping bag. Curled up a little bit and was fine, and slept quite well. Poked my head out of the tent during the night. I think I had to go for a pee, I remember, at one stage. Fire was still going this morning. I mean, it was embers, a lot of embers and flame, and so just stoked it up a little bit with a bit of extra wood. Now got an aluminium 58 pattern mug of water on the boil. I mean, coming to the boil for coffee.
but I see it's full of wood chippings. I mean wood smoke, and so I'll filter it through a microfiber cloth, one that you just get to clean your car windscreens with, basically. So that's it. Fishermen are out. Let's have a swing around before the battery dies completely. Let's have a look. So here we are at a fire. Mug taking a long time. I don't have the right pot with the lid, so it'll take longer to boil, but what's the problem? Could do with a drink. Burgas port. A couple of small fishing boats. I mean really small. There was a guy standing on the rocks there this morning fishing early. Ships are still around. The sea's nice. Rubbish is still here. Not a lot changed. Didn't eat anything at all yesterday. Just didn't feel hungry. But I did consume a lot of beer, as is the usual. So there you have it. So I'll come back a bit later. We'll have maybe I'll show some kit, maybe I won't, maybe I'll just pack up and go and show it later at home. But it's we don't get full of sand everywhere, but you know, great, isn't it? This so-called, now I should call myself survival Burgas, because I've spent an overnighter alone. Like, you know, these guys in the middle of England somewhere, you know, you're about a mile from civilization, and I'm alone overnight. Like, oh God, scarier. A bear's going to get you or something. Yeah, well, there it is. This is camping. Nothing to do with survival whatsoever. And camping is it's a good thing. Get out there and do it. No problem with it. But you know, don't say it's survival this and survival that. It's not. Surviving is when your plane crashes in the Andes Mountains and you're nothing but snow. And you have to eat people. That's survival. Survival is, you know, escape and evasion, being chased by hairy-arsed paratroopers and getting your head kicked in if they catch you, and living off the land. That's survival. This is not survival, and you're not teaching anybody survival. It's all a load of CRAP, to be honest. But people get views from it. People like it. Yeah, get out there, do something, enjoy yourselves, but you know, please don't tell me it's survival. Okay, enough. That's my early morning rant. I'm a miserable head on this morning. Okay, over and out for now. See you later after my coffee. Okay, so now it's about 08:30. I've had a couple of cups of coffee, and the water's on for some more, because I'm a bit dehydrated and I like my coffee. Not laced with whiskey this morning as it usually would be, because I have to drive a bit later on. I think I had a lot of alcohol last night. I know I did. Anyway, besides the point. Just sitting here reflecting, as you do when you're sat on your own, watching the ships, the seagulls and the sea, and the general scenery, and the rubbish, of course. And was thinking what tools, instruments did I really use yesterday evening when I arrived, and in comparison to what I actually brought with me. Now, okay, this is a wild beach. I have it all to myself at the moment. I've had it all to myself all night, as far as I'm aware. And you know, you carry a backpack, a rucksack. Mine was packed to the gunnels. I mean, I really used up all the room in it. But you're not going to go on a public beach with a machete and an axe and what have you. So, you know, they would either be, one of those tools would either be inside, mine are on the outside. They just sit nicely in the pockets. But you wouldn't be doing that probably. So, observations, beach camping is totally different from being in a woodland. First of all, you don't have terra firma as such underneath. You have moving sand. Anchors, tent pegs are pretty useless in my opinion. So you have to find a way. So what did I do? I mean, I just went around this beach. I mean, there's tons and tons of debris, plastic and whatever. I needed an anchor here. So I just found a bottle, filled it full of sand. I didn't make the best of knots, it didn't need it, and just buried it, and that was a perfect anchor. And I could have done that all the way around. You just find whatever you need, whatever's required. I mean, yeah, you want to start carving sticks. I never used my knife. My knife is a Fiskars. It's stainless steel, so you know it's good for food. I was going to cook a steak and I was going to do onions and mushrooms. Just didn't feel like it. So what's the point, you know? If you're not hungry, don't do it. I have plenty of tin food. So what did I actually use? Well, let's swing around. The Fiskars shovel again. Maybe you wouldn't be carrying this because I'm in the car. It was easy. I had it. A folding shovel, which I also have. It would be very useful. I was able to dig the fire pit with it. I was able to dig a small trench around the front of here because I thought it might help to keep scorpions away. I've only seen one scorpion when I removed a rock, but they are about. My kneeling pad, yeah, I had that in the backpack. I mean, I have the German sleeping mat, which I didn't need. It was good for kneeling on, and also with the handle to use it to fan the flames was very good on the fire. A pair of gloves, absolutely, for taking hot stuff. I mean, my 58 pattern aluminium mug is boiling again now. The small trowel, that was useful, and that you could easily put in any kind of beach situation, especially when you've got to fill up these pockets with sand. And the next best tool, well, actually probably the best of them all, is my folding saw. This was very, very useful. It's very quick, very efficient to cut this wood down to the size that I wanted it to. Use the handle of the spade, could have used the bottom part or the handle to support the wood where I cut it. Perfect combination. I was really pleased with that. I am really pleased with that. So besides, you know, also only so far I've used this mug to boil water. I have an aluminium with a steel handle frying pan in there, which I didn't use as yet. Maybe I will, I don't know. I brought a roll mat where I have just an ordinary commercial fitness mat, yoga mat. Inside of that is one of these raffia mats, which they cost small money and they don't last very long. And I also wrapped a beach towel. So I had a bomb roll, for want of a better word, consisting of the yoga mat, the raffia mat and the towel. I had the sleeping bag liner and just an ordinary commercial sleeping bag, didn't cost a lot. And yeah, I had a couple of cushions and they took from the car last night. I remembered I had them there. I have them, why not use them? Okay, the beach shelter, it's a beach shelter, you know. It's not designed really for camping. And as I said yesterday, might have been better off with a bivy bag or a hoop bivy bag or something of that ilk. But yeah, if you go on a populated beach, you can stake your claim, for want of a better word, with one of these. It gives you a bit of privacy, not a lot, but I mean it gives you space. People have to walk around you and they can't kick your head, so to speak. There's no privacy because it's all fly netting mainly, a little bit of shelter on the top. But okay, I slept comfortably in there. It didn't rain, so I don't know what it would be like in the rain, but I did throw the poncho over the top. What else did I use? I used a tin of, I didn't use the whole tin, I have a tin of anti-mosquito bug biting spray. I gave myself a good spray on my legs and around the back of my neck last night when it started to get dark. But to be honest, I'm not itching, so I haven't been bitten during the night. You don't usually feel it straight away unless it's a horsefly. It's like it's stabbing you with a spear. So I don't know, maybe this beach just doesn't have them, or maybe the smoke from the fire kept them away, or I'm just lucky, I don't know. But anyway, and really I use this microfiber towel. It's just, you know, you buy this from the car accessory places for cleaning the car windows, but I use it to filter the water. Well, they got full of wood ash. That's a useful tool, and that's about it basically. I mean, a plastic bag to take my rubbish away with me, what I can't burn off, and that's it. That's basics. I have food. I have food still sitting in ice from yesterday. I don't have a cooler bag. If things had gone to plan, then that food would have been eaten by now, but I always have dry reserve. You see here's tins of sausage meat and whatever, some noodles and some cup of soup and a hot chocolate. So, you know, I'm not going to starve. It's just the fact that out here I thought I might do some fresh, make some fresh food, but didn't happen. And what I don't use in the firewood, which I won't use much of it now, I'll leave there for someone else. I'll clean up, fold down. Maybe I'll come back when I fold this beach shelter down, because this is funny. This is, you know, if you don't know how to do this, you make yourself look a complete prat on the beach. So, and yeah, I managed to do it, but I got to remember also how to do it. So maybe I'll only film it when I get it right. Nah, only joking. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. That's how you learn, huh? He who never made a mistake never made anything. Okay, my water is coming to a rolling boil. It's time for the third and fourth cup of coffee. Time for some ablutions, and that I have to, well, I know how I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to maybe discuss it with you. But you know, it's also 3 days alone. Yes, survival, blah blah blah. Never go to the toilet. They never show you to go to the toilet. How do they do? Do they carry it around for 3 or 4 days? I doubt it. There's only one guy I've ever seen on YouTube, Corporal's Corey. He showed you, because he's an ex-Marine, I mean American Marine, and he showed how to make a latrine and go to the toilet, but they don't show you, do they? That's what that bucket is for. But more of that later. And also the poncho. Poncho over your head, over the bucket, nobody can see you. Straightforward, not no. Sand in the bucket, bury it or burn it off. I'm not the bucket, but the contents. Bob's your uncle. It's not too difficult, not rocket science. But we all have to go. If we don't go, the eyes will bulge, the brain will stop working, things will start to be dysfunctional. Believe me, I've been there, not through my own volition. 1 week, and it's not nice. Okay, that's enough about poo time. It's coffee time. Over now for now.